and vice versa. And when you have good players, they become excellent, defensive teams and players too. So I think that, with our defense, we have a lot of athletes, guys that can, play multiple positions, and that's what he likes.
Week into camp, it can kind of become a grind. Is it kind of nice to get some of the vets back in the mix and seeing, faces, that you're familiar with along the line?
You know what? When I first got here, it was a lot of, guys that, veteran guys that were free agents and new faces. So it was a little bit different, playing with those guys. But, I came in just like them, not knowing anything. And then once we got the veterans back here, it still felt the same way, but, same faces. You get a little bit more, familiarity, and then just getting out there and playing.
Are you confident you'll get better? Because, like you say, you haven't added a lot of personnel really on either side of the ball. But the fact you've had success before, and you don't want to go through last year's feeling, I mean, is that enough to where you know that this team, we should be better, we can improve, even though we haven't added a lot of free agents?
When you think about it, it is like almost the same team, but it's a new defense, and I think it's the mentality that you go into the season with. If you go into the season with high hopes and knowing and sort of being conceited, sometimes you can get put on your butt and you can be humbled really fast at the beginning of the season like we did last year. But we're not going into the season like that. We're going into the season with our goals and going out and saying, hey, we're going to get out here and play every game that we can play hard, and then we're going to see how that pans out.
Is there a sense of basically?
Or are you going to use it to
You know what?
I know you don't look back.
I really don't harp back on the past, on guys how we played last year, and we sort of let that off season lull that down and quiet that, and really just look forward to this season to getting better and sort of getting that bad taste out of it.
Continuity helps too.
Yes, it
I
does.
mean, you have a new scheme, but the fact you know how you play off of each other and where guys are going to be a lot of times.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing right now at training camp, just trying to figure out where guys fit, where guys play well, and so we can have the best scheme for the defense.
With the experience and success you've had, how do your expectations change for yourself in this year?
I think I have probably the high expectation for any player. Just in general, the expectations are still the same. Getting out there and playing and being effective, but being that leader on defense that I need to be to keep guys going. And also, you got to look at other guys on defense too. Like Jay Ratliff and Brady and Keith and those guys. And they're back and we're rolling there.
DeMarcus, just talk about the fact about Rob Ryan's confidence and how much that kind of rubs off on maybe on you guys.
When a coach comes in, confidence, and you see sort of his resume, and you see the sort of resume of the players, that sort of rubs off on the players. Coming in, confident, having that tenacity of, hey, we're going to be a good defense, no matter who's playing and how we're playing, or who we're playing against. We're going to be effective, and we're going to sort of wreak havoc out there.
You guys, do you think you have?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.